Okay, here we are with the magic circle today. This is what it looks like. I hope you have one. Amazon has them in case you're planning ahead. Worst case scenario, you can always text me and drop by the studio and pick one up. Tom will be here, so he can always hand one off to you. You can say hi to Ruby while you're here. So no, I don't know how to replace this necessarily, but it's a great workout just to use. So keep that in mind and we will start. So hopefully you have a mat down and your magic circle. We're going to just start real simple, and you know me, I always like it if we can start lying down. It feels good that way. So lying on your back, take your magic circle and place it around the outside of your knees. You'll put it just alongside the sides of the thighs wherever it fits, and then press your legs apart, and then release them and press them apart. Not complicated. We're going to do about 10. Here's 3. We're pressing apart. It just helps you warm up some of the muscles alongside your pelvis. It definitely gives you the felt sense that something is happening and that you're beginning to make something happen. It's gentle and easy so that you can convince yourself it's a good idea. Okay, 2 more times. Again, we're just pressing the circle out and then releasing and pressing the circle out and releasing. Then take the circle after 10 and place it in between your knees in a comfortable spot preferably, and not necessarily right on the joint. And then squeeze your legs together and release. Your feet are roughly hip-width apart, hopefully parallel. If you're not sure, lift your head up and take a peek at what's going on. You can adjust it at any time. And then you're just squeezing and slowly releasing. Same intention, we're opening up the potential for usage of the pelvic floor, the abdominal muscles, the muscles that surround the pelvis. Always with the idea of Pilates in mind. It definitely is a good thing for our bodies. And then let's say we have about 3 more, so 10 total for each. Here's 2, and then 1 more. Yay, okay. So releasing the circle, place your foot right inside the circle, so on one of those little cushion pieces, and straighten your leg up, and then bend your knee and pull it into you, and then straighten it up. We'll repeat this. I'm extending my other leg long. You can too. It's a choice that you can make. What I like about that is it lengthens the front of that thigh, and it also gives me a little bit more incentive for pulling in my leg. So I'm pulling it towards my armpit, sometimes pulling it just straight to my chest, even deviating a little bit across my chest. I'm not looking for any sort of difficulty, I'm just opening up my leg. 1 more time. Nice. Now with the foot still in the magic circle, I'm going to rock my foot forward and allow it to help pick me up into a nice upright posture. And then rock myself back again and repeat. Let's say we'll do that one about 3 times, so changing from 10 to 3, just shifting the numbers, and then back again. This is a nice exercise. It starts to show the body some control and allows you to use your stomach. If you sit nice and tall and pull your shoulders back, you can use your upper abs as well. And then with control, you're lowering yourself back down, maintaining some posture in your spinal column. Switch legs. With the next leg again, you're going to bend the knee in first, and you're going to adjust that as you need, extending the other leg long and down as you go. As you've noticed, whenever you're exercising, it usually takes a few repetitions before the body opens up to the idea of what it is. So keep that in mind. We have about 3 more of these. I'm just changing the direction that I'm going. I don't know if you can see it or if it looks sloppy, but it's just this idea that I'm not static. I am organic, and so are you. Now with this leg straight, I'm going to put a little bit of pressure into the foot where the strap of the magic circle is, and then lift myself up, and then control it using my core muscles. I'm just warming up, no big hardship, and then back down again. Repeating. In some worlds, this is a one-legged teaser with a magic circle. In other worlds, it's just a fun thing to do. And then again, rising forward and up. Lifting your back, getting your upper abs to work and actually work with you, and then roll yourself back and down. Place both feet inside the magic circle this time and bend your knees in. You can let your heels go wherever you like. I'll give you a slight profile so you can see just the variation. I'm letting some of my knees go wide at times, and then sometimes I'm keeping them narrow. Whatever I do, I'm using my upper body to pull back with and resisting a little bit as my legs straighten. This nice compression is equal on the back, and at the same time I'm trying to keep my tailbone somewhat elongated. 3, 2, and then 1. From here, keep your legs straight, same as the single leg that we did before, bringing some pressure into your feet, Push yourself away until you come upright and can sit tall, pulling your arms back. Then control and descend and lower. Repeating. Here's a different angle point for you in case you want to see some different variations. Bringing the feet forward, using some control. Definitely my stomach. Bringing myself forward and up, bending my elbows for good posture. This is a teaser with a magic circle. Doesn't that look fun? And then roll yourself back. One more time, coming forward and up, just using the magic circle to your advantage. Bringing your arms out and to the side and your posture tall and strong. And then lower yourself down. For the magic circle today, the magic letter is O. I hope you can understand that. The magic letter is O, just like the magic circle. So from here, we're going to go into the mat. We've done this in another video, but I also think it's really useful to use the magic circle while you're doing that. So I'm going to incorporate it where we can in each of the basic mat pieces. So as you're ready, lengthen your legs out. In my little world, I like to do 3 sloppy roll-ups first, so we're going to do that before we get into the 100. The hands will come up to the ceiling with the circle within the hands. Lift yourself up, find your way forward, as messy and as sloppy as you like. You can even put the circle over your feet and stretch forward. I'm very fond of making sure that when I work out, I'm enjoying myself, so I give permission to absolutely not do it perfectly and instead be more curious about how my body feels. And in that way, I'm having a dialogue with myself as I exercise. I know, I'm talking to myself internally. It's healthy. I hope you are too. Sensing that what your organs are doing, your spinal muscles, and your bones. Okay, so now we're going to do the 100. That was my 3 sloppy roll-ups. Bend your knees into your chest. If you see me moving around, I'm just operating myself according to what I see in the screen. You're going to lift your chest up and press your arms and legs out. The circle's between your hands, and you're going to squeeze it internally as you breathe in and exhale. Breathing in and exhaling. Just a nice gentle pumping using the back of the arms. You can have a turnout with your feet or parallel. I tend to go towards parallel, but I know that the turnout's easier. Breathing in and exhaling. You can adjust your arms to wherever you choose, including putting your head down, but make sure you alter your legs accordingly. Breathe in for 5 counts and exhale. Breathing in for 5 counts and exhaling. I'm just giving you different viewpoints in case you want to change yours. Inhaling and exhaling. One more time, breathe in and then exhale. Lower yourself down, stay active, engage the circle, lift it to the ceiling, lift yourself up. Try to get the crown of your head inside the circle as you stretch forward. And then inhale and slowly roll with the circle down again. Breath comes in, chest rises up, circle engages. Exhale, stretch forward. Inhale and roll backwards and articulate down. The emphasis with the circle is to help you pull your shoulders down and give your underarm area a place to connect to, pulling your armpits down towards your hips. That's nice. Rising up, because we did 3 initially, we only have 5 to do here, 8 total. Just a gentle reminder of the repetitions. One more time, breath comes in, rise up gently squeezing, keep the connection of the squeeze through the motion, inhaling down and elongating your arms, and then relax. From here, we're going to do leg circles. Extend your right leg up to the ceiling with the turn out. Reach your arms up to the ceiling in front of your face, shoulder width apart. The left leg goes down nice and long. And then circle your leg in the shape of the circle while you're engaging the circle in your arms. Your shoulders remain pulled back. Your abdominal muscles are helping move your leg. And your opposite leg is there for support. Reverse. Go out, down. Abdominal muscles help lift the leg. Keep squeezing the circle and keep it steady. I'm trying to make my leg the same shape as what I see from the circle, and I'm looking at the circle straight ahead. Here we go. 2 more. 1 more. If you like, now's a great time to give yourself a stretch, again using the circle. Pausing to catch your breath and to make sure everything is working for you. Releasing the leg nice and long and down. Replace your circle out in front of you, shoulder width apart. Make sure it's not back this way or down this way, but straight up in front of your shoulders. Bend your left knee in, extend your leg long with the turnout, and then circle. All your moves are about stabilizing your shoulders onto the mat behind you or the floor, and then letting your leg rotate from the use of your stomach muscles and your thigh muscles. 5, then reverse, out, down, cross, and lift. Keep re-engaging the circle if your mind wanders. You circle your leg, the shape of the circle. 2 more, I think. I might be wrong. 1 more. And then hallelujah, stretch. Get that nice stretch in the legs, straightening your quad, make an effort for it. Don't just relax into it. Yum. And then release the leg and let it go nice and long. From here, use your core muscles, have a seat up, and we're going to roll like a ball. I'm bringing myself forward, or maybe back so you can see. Look at me, I check behind me to make sure I don't run into anything like a coffee table or a dog if it's in my way. With the circle right out in front of you, lift your feet up, and now you're just nicely shaped, like rolling like a ball. We're going to try to roll and stay in this shape, not letting our arms move. Looking into the stomach, roll back, and roll up. Repeating, let's do that 5 times. Stay with me. 2 and 3. 4. And then 1 more. Awesome, not too hard, was it? All right, continue on. Single leg kick. Again, I'm giving you a profile view so you can see some of what I'm up to. Bring your right knee into your chest, extend your left leg long. The magic circle's out in front of your shins. Squeeze in the circle, switch your legs. There's so many ways to do this. I like to squeeze the circle as my legs get to their end points. Shifting, right leg in, left leg in. 4th set, right. 5th set, 2nd side. 1 more set, ab muscles, not just jaw muscles. Both knees come in and relax. When I relax, I put the magic circle over my knees and my whole body can chill. Double leg stretch. Picking up the circle again. Bend your knees into your chest. Lift your chest up, keeping the circle out in front of your shins. Inhale, reach your arms and legs long. Squeeze the circle and come home. Then switch. Place the circle between your ankles. Inhale, reach nice and long, squeezing the circle. Take your arms to a T and come home. Switch. Inhale out and home. Whoops-a-daisy. Inhale out and squeeze, T and home. If you don't like switching, you can stick with one over the other. I'm switching so that you can see there are options in case you need them. And then rest. That was 6 total. That's a good number. 8's not bad either. Nice even numbers. Crisscross is next. That's a fun one with this one. So you bend your knees into your chest and put the circle over the shins. And then as you're crossing, and I'll show you, you twist over and you reach your arms long overhead and you reach your leg opposite. It's a fun way to change our crisscross and make it interesting. So yes, you want to still lift your armpit to the opposite knee. And yes, you want to get off both shoulder blades as you go. Squeeze the circle gently. It's not about forcing it. It's about creating structure with some tension. And good tension, like tensile strength tension. Again, relax your body once you're done, particularly your head and neck. And then use your core muscles, a little rock and roll, and come up to seated. With the magic circle, our last one from Matt is this one, which is spine stretch forward. The circle comes out in front of you, your hands are placed on top of it, one stacked on the other. Because of this position, as you know, I'm going to teach you the safety features. There's just a slight issue that when you press down on here, sometimes the angle of the circle shifts. So for example, if we're doing spine stretch forward and we lift up and press the circle down, if we angle too much, the circle's going to lose its anchor and come up and hit us. Keep that in mind. Don't let that happen. Stack your hands here. Lift your body nice and tall. Your feet are flexed and at the corners of your mat. And then press the circle down as you lift your back up and round over. And then rise back up. Not a big move, was it? Right? So let's make it a little deeper interiorly. Inhale, lift up, press your shoulders down, round your back and lift it. See if you can find your soul cousin, your middle cousin, your upper cousin, and rise up. That was 2. We're shooting for 5. Inhale, lift. Press down and round, hollow your stomach, lift your back, and fire muscles underneath, not just hip flexors. and roll up. Inhale, lift, press down. If you have a free hand, check your pokeballs. Are the muscles you want working? And then rise back up. One more time. Press, lift, and round over, lifting your spine forward, and then rise up and relax. Nice combination, wouldn't you say? From here, we're going to do a few things that involve the arms and then the legs. I'm going to fuss with the camera midstream, so forgive me. I just have to tip it up so you can see me standing. And I'm trying to save the editor from extra work, so you get to do this with me. Ooh, and then let me check out my hairdo. How's it doing? Is this a cute cut? I mean, come on. One of the better cuts I've had in a long time. It's by Brittany. She's downtown. I hope I didn't just make you sick. So let's see if we can get my head in this picture so that I can stand up and show you a magic circle. Yay, that worked. Okay, so here we are, standing magic circle. You can stand with the turnout. That would be classic Pilates, or hip width apart, which is what I tend to defer to. Blah, blah, blah. You know the answers and why I do this. If you don't, text me. I could probably use a little company. Okay, with your arms straight out in front of you, squeeze the circle. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 8. Bring it up to shoulder level, same concept. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Repeat down low, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And then come up to shoulder level, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Now pretend it, you stay standing. I'm going to pretend I'm standing. Now reach the arms overhead, and 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Relax down for a moment, and again, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, and rest. From here, that's just some simple arm things that you can do. We use the outside portion of the arm so that you can collect into the muscles down here. Keep that in mind. That's how you want to do these. If you feel tension in your shoulders and your head and neck and jaw, let it go, let it go. Then with your hands, oh, I see I made a mistake. You can see the lighting. I apologize. I'm going to still pretend I'm standing just because I'm working with the video monitor. Take your hand right on your magic circle right onto your front hip point, and then pull your shoulder back and bend your elbow down. The other arm goes at your side, and you're going to gently squeeze the circle down towards your side. This activates a lot of muscles in here, and that's what we want. And then release. Once you know you have those muscles, then lift yourself interiorly while you're engaging it, and release. You can do it for time or repetitions. I'm just doing it for time, and release. That was 3. Let's do 8, and release. Using that other arm to encourage you, press it in at your side. And 3, good job. As you continue, make sure you pull into your stomach so you're not leaning back, that's right. And then 1 more. Good, thanks for being patient with me in the video monitor. Left hand over here. Again, the letter for this one is O, in case you don't remember, or you needed a reminder. And then we're gonna squeeze down and release. And squeeze and release. Using the opposite arm almost as a wall of resistance. And again, using the underarm as the activity. Really helps you pull into your waistline and lift yourself up in the sides, or the princess stays. 2 more times, and then 1 more time. Okay, so then from here, place the magic circle behind you like this. Squeeze it and reach for the floor. Now you could tell you could do all this kneeling if you needed to, but you can definitely do it standing. Squeeze the circle and reach it for the floor. Keep your stomach in and up. Squeeze the circle and reach it for the floor. Hollow out your stomach. Squeeze the circle, reach for the floor, roll your shoulders out. Good. All this is going on. And squeeze and reach and lift your pelvic floor up in the crown of your head. And 2 more times. The ears go up, the eyebrows go up. Good. 1 more time. The thoughts go up, the inspiration rises. And then relax for a moment. Again, relax your shoulders, jostle them however you need. Stand up if you're not already. Place the magic circle between your ankles. You don't want them right on the ankles. I hope that's clear to you. Let me just see if I can shift this because it's bugging me. I know, it's a perfectionist tendency. Okay, so here we go. It works better to have a slight turnout in this. Again, this goes back to classic Pilates, so slight turnout can't hurt you. If you prefer it parallel though, notice it does work. You're going to see me do a slight turnout just because it's simpler at this stage. Hands on your hips if you choose, or you can do the ballet arms I've spoken about. previously in the studio. So once you have the magic circle between your legs, you have a little bit of an engagement. Load over onto your right or left leg, whichever you prefer first, and try to keep your hips square with your shoulders. Lift the opposite leg up and bring it just slightly in front of you, so it'll be a 45-degree angle. Squeeze the circle down towards you and then elongate the leg away. You're going to repeat that, trying to use your inner thighs, your soul cousins, and then release. You get to practice balance when you're doing this, in addition to really managing the inner thighs while you lift through the center of the body. 2, I think we did 5, and this will be 5, and then over onto the other side. I'm pretty loose with repetitions, as you know, so 3 is Joe's favorite number. As you switch over to your other side, 5 is a really nice number, and so is 8. Good. That's 3, and 2, and 1. Coming back to square. From here now, load back onto the original side or side A, and bring the leg out in front of you. You want your heels to line up towards each other, and then you're going to squeeze the circle towards you as the stomach scoops in and up. I'm going to give you a profile view of this so that you can see it as well. We're nice and tall with our posture, and then we're squeezing the circle towards us and releasing. Straight legs both sides, that's number 3, 2, and then 1. If you're here, then step forward in balance, hopefully, and lift your back leg up. Your alignment should remain the same. The stomach is in. You're trying not to arc your back, so very much you're going to have to work to keep a steady body. With the leg up there, you're going to squeeze, squeeze and release. 3, 2, and 1. And then step back and place yourself square wherever that is in the room for you. Most likely facing your monitor. You saw me reach down and adjust it. You can do that at any time. It's not perfect. It's a magic circle. Just like unicorns, you never know what's going to happen. Okay, so load your opposite leg. Bring the leg out in front of you. Try to line up your heels so they're more symmetrical to each other, and that gives you center line. You're squeezing to center line. That's a principle in Pilates, centering. And 3. Now just know, my monitor's not angled perfectly, so you're not going to get the perfect angle, but do hear what I've said in terms of alignment. Then step forward, lifting up the back leg. Try to stay square here, paying extra attention to the waistline, and then squeeze the back leg. 1, 2, sorry, my head's cut off. 3, 4, but I'm going to get taller and see if I can get rid of my eyebrows. And 5, and then step square. Okay, reach down and grab the magic circle. Those are some real simple things that you can do with the magic circle. Standing improves balance, it shapes the legs, it teaches you how to be centered with your core, and then it gives you a resistive strength, which is great for building tendon strength, ligament strength, bone strength, and muscular length with strength. Okay, so according to my list, the next thing we're going to do is some stretching. This happens to be my favorite stretch of all times. So lower yourself down. I had showed you some previous stretches, so I'm going to go over them and then show you my favorite. And I need to figure out why it's having a hard time focusing on me. So again, forgive the video monitoring messing and make sure that the focus stays clear. I think that's something to do with the lighting. It's changing a lot. It's 1 o'clock. I don't know what time it really is for you, but it's 1 o'clock when I shot this, so I'm right on schedule. So when you lie down, here are some simple stretches. We've already been here with this one, and that's where you lengthen a leg down, and then you can pull the leg to you and relax. Now, when you do these type of stretches, these are longer stretches, so it's not in the beginning of a workout. We're heading towards the end of a workout. If it were me, I would be mix and matching the magic circle workout with, let's say, either the mat workout or the Surya Namaskar A's and B's, the sun salutations, or the functional fitness 24. Then I might add in the magic circle just to complement my workout, and then use the end of the magic circle session for the stretches. I've been in here for at least 30 to 60 seconds. I'm going to let go of my leg and switch to the other. Now we're getting a hamstring stretch for sure on this leg by holding it. If you can tell, I'm not pulling it towards me, mostly because if I pull my leg more towards me, it's going to pull my low back into the stretch. I'm not interested in that type of stretch, so I'm not producing that stretch. My other leg is staying nice and long and down Because it's open, right here in the front of my hip is getting elongated, as well as a muscle called the psoas that attaches on the thigh and is up in the abdominal cavity. It's getting a freebie stretch. It loves freebie stretches, the psoas, so give it. Alrighty, so we're hanging out. We probably hit 30 to 60 seconds. Yay, all good for us. Now take your right hand on the circle, even though it's your left leg that's up there. Take your left hand and anchor it out to the side, and I can do a little angle so you can see this. There we go. Then we're going to take the leg and bring it across the body. That stretches the IT band. Now, I've been teaching everybody my new exercise. It's called the Pete Townsend. So if you get all the way over into this position, and again, I'll give you another profile because this is not hard for me to do. So here we are laying down. You can tell I'm in a twist, right? The reason I call this the Pete Townsend is I'm pretending my leg in the magic circle are a guitar. And I'm coming through and really drumming on it. And if you see, or not drumming, thrumming on it, if you see some profiles of Pete Townsend, this happens to be one of his moves. Okay, then we're going to reverse it and we're going to come down on the guitar strings and circle and open up. This is such a nice stretch. You can do it slow or you can do it fast. It just depends on where you're at. For example, right here feels really good, so I think I might stay here for a little bit. Daydream for a little bit. Excellent. Then I'm going to carefully bend that knee to roll myself back up to square and switch so I can do the other side. So here we are, back to those angles. I'm going to switch and hold with my opposite hand. Take my right hand out and then cross over this way. There we go. So once we're in this position, wherever you find yourself, then sweep your arm around and stretch. Right, a nice IT band stretch, but more importantly, you really let your upper body and your side body stretch. You can do 3 to 5 circles in each direction, 2, and then 1 more. I did 3, I think, for timing. Maybe controlled chaos, who knows. And then relax your legs for a second. Okay, so now we're to my favorite part of this stretch. And you're absolutely welcome to share yours, so in case you have one. Start with your left or right leg. I'm going to start with my left leg first, extending it up onto the magic circle again. I'm going to hold it with the same side, same hand, and extend my other leg down and anchor it. Taking that leg, which is my right leg and my right arm, I'm going to put my right arm on my right leg, and then I'm going to take my left leg over into the side as far as I can get it. I'm allowing my left elbow to be on the mat. I'll give you another view of this so you can see it from different angles. Right, so we're allowing the elbow to be down and the leg to be wide. And then I'm looking opposite of where the leg is going to. And at the same time, I'm trying to keep my waistline anchored and down. For me, this gives me a huge stretch through all of my pelvic muscles, all my Pilates muscles at their root. Again, I'm trying to stay in it for a while. I hope you can too. As you're ready to come in, you bend your knees softly and bring yourself back to center, and then switch legs. Extending the leg with the same arm. Reach the other leg down and place your hand on top of it, and then allow your leg to drop out to the side, putting the elbow on the floor if you can. Like me, you're looking opposite of where your leg is going, pulling that leg up towards your armpit while you press the other one down. As a reminder, this is a delicious stretch for all your pelvic muscles. Oh, it's so good for you. Okay, and then to come in, you bend your knee slightly and you bring it up. Then place both your legs in here. And now if I wanted a low back stretch, I'm going to introduce it. Both my legs are in position. I can pull my legs as close to me as I like, and the base of my tailbone rises upward. I'm comfortable with this because it's not asymmetrical. And then I'll release again. I can bring it in even more, and if I wanted to accentuate it, I would bend my knees, and that will stretch my low back just that much more, and I can hang out for as long as I need to. There's no strain, there's no pain. And then stretch. And then one more time. Not a hamstring stretch, we did that already. This is just a low back releaser, L4, L5, L3, sometimes your hips, maybe your trochanter. And then release. Release the magic circle, bend your knees into your chest, and then roll yourself up. And just know, now you've got a pretty good idea of how you can play with the magic circle in this time period of March. Oh, I get to fix my hair again. And no, I really do care about you, so that's why I'm going through all of these this time frame. All right, so I'm off to the next video. I don't know what you're up to, but either way, the end.